I got a question for y'all. Should I do this card? Or am I playing myself like a damn guitar? In foot champs, will he help me go far? Yeah. Will you help me go far? Are you Kareem the Dream? Or will you just be a nightmare? I got 100K right here. FIFA point gang, don't fight fair.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy One Star Weakfoot, and we're back for another player review. And today we're gonna review this 90 Benzema card. That's not him, that's De Gea. We're gonna review this 90 Benzema card right here. He looks pretty nice, to be fair. He's 6'1". He has medium-low work rates, 4-star, 4-star, and I played 5 Division 1 games with him. I got 5 goals and I got 1 assist. But hold up. Before we go any further, if you haven't liked this video yet, go ahead and like this video. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, what are you doing with your life, man? You gotta subscribe to this channel. It's the best decision you'll make in your life. We got videos every day. We got player reviews almost every day. Let's get it. Let's look at the stats a little bit closer. His pace is 84. I mean, honestly, that's not the best. It's not what you want out of your striker, but it's not the worst. His shooting stats look pretty decent. 95 attack positioning and 91 shot power look to be very, very good. His passing stats are very, very good for a striker. I mean, 95 vision, 92 short passing. That's absolutely solid. His dribbling stats are very upgraded from his lower cards as well. He has 84 agility, 94 ball control, 90 dribbling. Will he feel smooth in game though? I mean, he's 6'1", right? He's 6'1". Will he feel smooth in game? That's the question. His physical stats are really nice as well. 91 strength, 82 stamina, 80 jumping, and he's 6'1". He's probably going to feel like a beast in game. Let's jump into the gameplay. Let's find out if he's worth it. So, according to Footbin, this card's going to cost you about 132K to complete the SBC, untradeable. Is he worth that money? I would have to say yes, actually. I'll explain why. I mean, going into the review, I wasn't very optimistic about this card by looking at the stats, but he was a pleasant surprise. So his 84 pace is pretty much what you expect on paper. He's not that fast in game, but he's not that slow. Coming out of the skill moves, because he's already kind of big, he does lack acceleration out of certain skill moves, and I didn't really like that part of the card. My suggestion is if you're playing with this card, I wouldn't set him to get in behind because he doesn't really have the pace to get in behind all the time. Instead, what you should do is set him to balanced. That is pretty much the best way to use him because he has really nice attack positioning and really nice passing. So you really want him involved with your build-up play. That brings me to his shooting. His shooting was a surprise, all right? So I see 87 finishing, I see 84 long shots, and I'm thinking he's going to be pretty decent, but nothing special as far as his finishing goes. But I was surprised. He scored a lot of nice shots, a lot of bangers. He scored, I think, 2 to 3 long shots for me. He seems like the card that as long as you get him in a good position to shoot, he will 9 times out of 10 score those shots you expect him to score. His 95 attack positioning is very noticeable in game. He does make a lot of intelligent runs. And yeah, I feel like his shooting is actually one of his better attributes. I didn't expect that going into the review. His passing. His passing is 86, but in game, my oh my, does it feel better than that. That's probably because his 95 vision and his 92 short passing make a really nice combination. His through balls in tight areas were very, very, like, precise. He was like making defenders look stupid. Like I would pass in places where the defender should have made an interception, but the ball would just kind of curve around him. He has one of those kind of passes, and it's a really nice asset if you do enjoy playing possession, or if you do enjoy playing with a target man and sending like other players through. That's the best way to use this card. You want him to hold up play and be a playmaker in order to like send other players through. You do not want him to like skill his way through players. You do not want him to really get in behind. You want him to hold up play and be the playmaker. His passing is really nice. His long passing is only 62. However, I didn't really notice that affecting him in game. That's probably because I played him at striker, and at striker, you're not really going to make many long passes. His dribbling. I would say his dribbling was good and bad. All right, so let's start with the bad. He's the kind of player I believe that in bad gameplay, you will notice him turning very, very slow. In normal gameplay, his dribbling is very usable. I really enjoyed his dribbling. The good thing about his dribbling is because he has 90 dribbling, because he has 94 ball control, he is very hard to dispossess when you're not sprinting with him. He keeps the ball very close to his body. The problem comes when you're trying to turn with him, like you're trying to do 180-degree turns, if you're trying to do like a fake shot turn. Those turns at times could be a little slow, a little sluggish, especially if the gameplay is delayed. Also, his pace is not the best, so his acceleration coming out of the L1 fake shot is not the best either. So if you keep those things in mind and you're able to use the skill moves that he is good at and you don't sprint with him, his dribbling will not let you down. I would rate his dribbling at like an 8, 8.5 out of 10. It is actually very good for a big man. His physical stats. I expected him to be better in the air. I would rate him as good in the air, but not amazing. If your opponent has a Van Dijk, if your opponent has an icon center back, he's not really going to beat them in the air. I found that just to be a bit disappointing because I did play him as a target man, so I wanted him to win more in the air. However, if you're going to use him for headers, he's good enough for that, and his jumping will not let you down more times than not. His stamina is solid. You play him as striker, 82 stamina is just enough to last the whole game. His strength is actually pretty good. It's kind of hard to dispossess him if you know how to use him, if you get used to his dribbling, because he has a lot of strength to hold people off, and he does have enough agility to weave in and out of players if you're not sprinting. So with all these combinations, I really think this card is very good. Out of 10, I would have to say he's an 8 to 8.5 out of 10. I was surprised how good he was in game. It's really not necessarily one specific thing that he's good at. It's just everything combined. He's the perfect target man striker. He's the perfect striker you want if you want to play possession, if you play slow. However, if you play counterattack, I mean, he won't let you down, but he's not ideal for a counterattacking style. I would use somebody with more pace if that's what you're going after. As far as value for money, I gotta say he's like 9 to 9.5 out of 10. I mean, 130k is not that expensive for this kind of card. He has really good links. You can make some nice hybrids with him. So I'm not really mad at the price at all whatsoever. I'm gonna go ahead and compare this card to Raul Prime version to give you a better idea about how good he is in game. So pace-wise, I gotta say Raul is slightly better than him. It's not a huge difference because I do find Raul does let you down sometimes when it comes to pace, pure pace. Shooting wise, Raul is definitely a better shooter. I mean, Benzema is not that far behind, surprisingly, but Raul has a very clinical finish and is better at that. As far as passing goes, I do like Benzema's passing better. Even though he has bad long passing, Benzema's short passing is actually game-changing, I think. He has the short passing and division of a cam. It definitely shows in game. Dribbling-wise, I would have to say they're almost even. I do have to give the edge to Raul, who feels slightly smoother on the ball. But that's it. There's not really a big difference between them. Physical-wise, I gotta say Benzema does feel much stronger in-game than Raul does. Raul does feel weak at times when facing bigger players. Aerially, I do have to say Raul tends to win more headers than Benzema, which is a little surprising because Raul's not as big as Benzema. Stamina-wise, Raul definitely has better stamina. So, if you're looking for an aerial threat with stamina, you're going to pick Raul. But if you want a physical beast, somebody really strong, you're going to pick Benzema. So, who's the better player? I mean, obviously, Prime Raul is going to be the better player. I mean, he's like 10 times the price of this Benzema card. However, it's not that far off, as you would think. This Benzema card is just slightly worse at pace, slightly worse at shooting than Raul, but is a better passer, has better strength, and slightly worse dribbling than Raul. So if you do want a cheap version of Raul, if you want to use a Raul that will cost you like 10 times less, then you can't really go wrong with this Benzema card, and I do think he's an amazing value for money. So yeah, that's going to be my review of this Benzema card. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it at home. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow with another video, but until then, later.